This is an employee coaching simulation. The avatar named James is having some challenges with his coworker Aaron. I am his manager, and I am going to be practicing my management coaching skills in talking with James. So let's go to that conversation with James right now. The way it works is I click on the mic and start talking, and I click again when I finish talking. Beginners find this helpful because it gives them an opportunity to stop and think about what they're going to say. Learners quickly get used to this so it doesn't interfere with natural conversation. As we go along, you'll notice this running transcript of what was said in the conversation. You can expand and copy the transcript if you would like to refer to it later. Good morning, James. How are you doing today?
Hey, good morning. I'm doing okay, just a bit concerned about this situation with Aaron. Thanks for meeting with me. I'd really like to get this issue with Aaron resolved.
Well, I received your email, and it does sound like you're having some challenges working with Aaron. Can you tell me more about that?
Yeah, it's like Aaron and I are on different wavelengths when it comes to improving the mobile experience. He seems resistant to some of the ideas I'm suggesting.
Can you give me some specifics about exactly what you're finding challenging?
Sure, it's like he's not really listening to what I have to say. He dismisses my ideas before I even get a chance to fully explain them.
Okay, so can you give me a few more examples of the interactions between the two of you?
Well, in our meetings, when I suggest new ways to streamline the app, he often says things like we've done it this way before and it works. It feels like he's not open to exploring different approaches.
Well, you sound frustrated. You have a lot of new ideas that you're excited about, and Aaron is putting up roadblocks. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, that's exactly it. I feel like there's a power dynamic at play here and it's making it hard for me to get my ideas across.
Tell me what you have tried to get through to him.
I've tried sharing data points, statistics, and my past experiences. I've had numerous meetings with him, but it feels like I'm not making any headway.
Okay, it sounds like he has a particular process that he wants to follow, and you have a different process that you're bringing from your previous position, and Aaron is not open to your ideas. Do I understand that correctly?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. He seems comfortable doing things the way he's always done them and isn't open to trying something new.
Well, we hired you because you have a certain set of skills, and we really definitely value what you are bringing. And Aaron has been with the company a long time and has made great contributions that have been successful. And now we need to have the whole team work together with some new ideas. So, what do you think we should do about this? What would you like me to do?
I feel like, since you were Aaron's manager before me and have a good relationship with him, maybe you could talk to him? It might help if he hears about the need for new ideas from someone he respects.
So, you think it would be helpful if I had a discussion with Aaron?
Yeah, I really think that could be a game changer. It might make him more open to hearing out my ideas.
I definitely want to help you resolve this, and I definitely am willing to provide support. But, what I find is that in the long run, if coworkers are able to work it out themselves, it's really better than a manager coming in and telling them what to do. And I really want you and Aaron to build a good relationship together. So let me ask you this, James. Have you explained to him the frustration that you're having working with him? In other words, not talking about the project, but talking about the relationship the two of you have. Have you had that conversation?
I haven't, to be honest. I'm a bit worried that if I bring this up, it might make things worse between us.
Okay, well, one idea that I have is that just you and I sit down together and we talk through ways about how you could approach Aaron. And what if we came up with some things to work on the relationship between the two of you? What if we sat down and we talked about how to approach two different sets of ideas and keep the relationship strong between the two of you? What if we did that? Would you be willing to give that a try?
I appreciate the suggestion, but I really think Aaron might be more receptive if it came from you. It's just that he's been here longer and seems to have a certain way of doing things.
Well, it's important to cultivate a good working relationship between the two of you, and it's important to establish a really good understanding and rapport. So, would you be open to at least working with me on my idea?
Alright, I see where you're coming from. Let's give it a shot. I'm open to trying your idea.
Great. Let's do that. Let's you and I have another meeting and we'll dive in a little more deeply and talk about what the roadblock is and the differences between what you want and what he wants and create a plan that will work for everyone. How does that sound?
That sounds like a plan. I'm optimistic about this approach and I appreciate your help with this situation.
Well, thank you for bringing this to my attention, and I'm optimistic about it too. Let's coordinate our calendars, and I'll look forward to our next meeting.
Sounds good to me. I'm looking forward to our next meeting and working through this. Thanks again for your help.
So at the end of the simulation, learners get immediate feedback based on the conversation goals. The first feedback is general feedback, and you can see it's being prepared now. And then another set of feedback is more specific related to those conversation goals. And this is telling me that I passed all of the tasks given to me in the introduction. So I'm going to click on full assessment to get more details. And one of the tasks was to demonstrate an understanding with reflective listening. And it says, great job with your response to James' frustration with Aaron. You reflected on what you heard him say and then followed up with a question to help him clarify his feelings and thinking. Keep up the good work. And another task was to ask open-ended questions to explore his concerns. And there are some examples you can see in quotation marks there. I asked James, can you give me some specifics and also tell me what you've tried to get through to him? And then another task was to encourage him to act on the solution. So those are the objectives that are reviewed in the feedback. So you can see that being able to practice skills in real world scenarios in a safe place with an avatar can be much more effective than conventional methods of training.